Hello guys, I just wanted to record something really quickly, something I found, and I wanted to bring it to y'all's attention. So this is going to be a quick XRP analysis. Let's look at the 6 hour here and observe these green dots. This is a 3% move. This is a 2.5% move. Currently, this is a 0.7, so we might see something like a 2% move up to 288 tonight and tomorrow. However, I wanted to postulate, theorize, speculate, and that is this. I'm on the Elliott wave, and I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Okay. Now, our entry in C, if we go to like previous ones that have worked out in the past, let's go back up here. Well, it doesn't show the range. I guess it's on on this tool. It gives you the range right here until the target is hit, and then it'll just turn that range into a box. So currently on the 15-minute, we're looking for a short entry technically, even though I'm not shorting. And our short entry will be in that 288 all the way up to 291. And if we were to look at that 2 to 3%, 2% is 288, 2.5% is 289, 3% is 290.95, so 291. Also, I'd like to point out that this is looking weak, like weak. This is weak. This is weak. And this is weak too, y'all. This is less weak. This is more strong. This is more strong. So what am I thinking? Another one of these. So something like $2.88 to $2.90. And then after that, we'll be in this wheel house. On the 15-minute. 288 to 2. Let's just draw a box real quick. 85, 86, 87, 88 to 91. So here's our target. I'm also paying attention to the bearish divergence that we're seeing that needs to get broken on this momentum wave. By the way, so this momentum wave needs to pick up. It needs to pick up on the 15-minute to break this bearish divergence, which is why I set up a lot of orders just before starting this video. I have 10,000 XRP, 20,000 XRP, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. So that's 20, 30, 50, 60,000 out of my 83,000. And then a 20,000 XRP order down here, a 20,000 down here. Although I'm thinking about canceling these ones because if over the next, oh, thank goodness. It looks like we're breaking this divergence. Hopefully. This needs to get stronger. But, so the idea is that we reach here, and then I'll put some sell orders down in this region, like down here. Some trigger market sell orders. And I might even take a short position in here, but let's look at the large time frames again. Oh, we're up to 0.78%, so that's good. Okay, now if we're paying attention to Elliott wave, we see that there is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, and we're in the C area, but technically down here is like the ultimate buy-in on C. So let's copy this. And this is where we're going to get some really good buys for the rally. And just kind of paying attention to this, this is a head and shoulders. Let's look at it on the 12-hour. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So we got to come down and start formulating a different pattern. So how long until we can expect a different pattern to emerge? Let's go to this here. And by emerge, I mean, we need to see some consolidation like this. 9 days, 12 hours. Seven days. This is August 11th, which is that big day. And then this is where I think that we will have finished with the market euphoria. August 11th, we're supposed to be seeing a lot of euphoria. So it's possible that we get the head and shoulders dump down to 246, 245, and it bounces back up, and it's at 276, and then it dumps back down to 245 or something. On the 11th, completing the euphoria astrological prediction that we saw with Grok. August 11th. 1 through 8. August 11th. Mercury turns direct on August 11th, but its stationing phase begins influencing communication and decision making in the days prior. Mercury retrograde ending August 11th is often linked to miscommunications, delays, and market uncertainty. As it stations direct, clarity may emerge, potentially stabilizing markets or prompting decisive moves. However, the pre-station period, August 1st through 8th, could see lingering confusion or volatility, especially in sectors like technology, communication, and trade. Astrologers suggest avoiding major financial decisions during Mercury retrograde, with improvements expected post-August 11th. So, that is interesting. Post-August 11th. August 7th. Okay, let's draw a box. 16th, so August 12th, August 11th. This is August 12th, the very start of August 12th at 12 a.m. What's going on? Okay, so our target is 288 to 291. 80. Okay, so let's drag this up to 291 and 288. So it's going to be hard to sell because I'm going to be like, oh, I really think it's going to go up. But anyways, I just have to beat that out of me. Because if we look at the larger time frames, the 12-hour, there's no real certainty here in the 12-hour. I mean, it is not as steep from here to here as it is from here to here. So that's nice. But there's no real indication that it's coming over. 10-hour, it is coming over in the 10-hour. 8-hour, okay, 6 hours where we get the green dot. Now, paying attention to this green dot, this is where this sort of thing comes into handy. So looking at this from here to here is a 4.74% move. That was this green dot. Let's look at this green dot. This is a 3% move. Two 2.5% move. So that's a 3% move at 291. Saying that it's going to be 4.5% is kind of generous, because look at how demoralized or deflated or, demoralized, like losing the war. Here was like, whoa, what happened? It's still going up, and then it goes down, and it's going up, but it just going down. Like, for example, in this rally going up, these red dots, even though there was a long period, look at how it didn't matter. There's a long period of time, didn't really matter. Green dot, poof, just shot up like a rocket. These green dots, euphoria and all that, and then, but look at this red dot, just horrible. So, looking at this larger time frame, this Elliott wave is making me think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So technically we're in the buy area here, But I do think that this is the target, 245, 250, something like that. And when you're playing with these high leverage positions, let's see, 25.9, 26,000, getting back up to the 35. And hopefully, let's see what the take profit would be if I went all the way up to 290, let's say 291. That's 9,500. That's 9,500. Well, we'll just leave it there. 9,500 from, it was like 17, so it was like almost, I think maybe, so 28,000. So not bad. Imagine if it went all the way up to $1 bajillion though. That's where I'm like, don't sell. And then that's where I'm always like, okay, anyways. I think that the buy opportunity is potentially in this 240 to 275 range. Now let's look at the Fibonacci retracements really quickly. Let's look at it from 1. Y'all know what happened when I bought at 786. I lost my shorts. And I got tiny shorts. So, but that's from the very, very bottom. Well, it's not the very, very bottom. I remember this right here, 193. If I just held on there. Look at this. 1111, boom. And then it just took off. If I just held on here, imagine. I'd be up a lot. A lot. So there's no consolidation. There is this head and shoulders, and you know what happens with the head and shoulders. It's got to finish coming down. 786 to, this is the target for me. It's this box. 240, 248.8, 2.4088, all the way up to 254.80. And 240, 240.01, and 244.25. I have 40,000, 20,000 each. And to be honest with you, I'm going to get started on some heavy buy orders in this area. So I'll probably take these ones out, because what might happen is a quick dump like this. Let's look at this. From support to the bottom of this area is 14.15%. So let's look at this support area to down here. Oh my gosh, 14.39%. Like literally, y'all, another 14% drop. And then price can just kind of do its thing down here. And all I will do is just put like literally small buy order there, whenever it dips, small buy order, small buy order. Just keep buying the dips all the way up. And that's worked out better for me in this time period that we're in than anything else. So I might just consider doing the same thing. And yeah, so because yeah, I just don't want to get liquidated. I want to make a bunch of money back. So anyways, what's going to happen from here? Well, from here, I think that's where the smart money gets in. And then we start seeing this. And where are we at? October. Okay, October. I was expecting this sort of thing, though. So let's try that again. People get in here at 786, and in this period, it does this. And I mean, if it does something like that, we're only up to $12. This is the $25 mark. So it could go up like how I have it drawn, but at one of these points it could go parabolic like this and go like that and then come back down. But yeah, I just think that this is not the end of the story, because this Elliott wave, we're in the first range of buying. And this EMA line, you know, we're technically bounced off of it, but it could go under it for a period like this right here. How long of a period is this? From here to here. 36 days. So if it goes under 25, 26, 36. Okay, this is... Oh. From here to there, 34 days, and if we go from here to there, 34 days, that puts us at August 3rd. So let's look at August. September, August. Okay. From here, 37, 32, 33. That's, oh, September 25th. So it could be something like here's that EMA line. So it could be underneath in the red during this period. So it could be like this, right? It comes down. Actually, let's get rid of this. It comes down and it touches this target. And does something like that. And we're supposed to shut off here at November. So from here, at 850, which it could go to 12 or 25 even. Yeah, that looks like a possibility. So, I mean, just look at the red here. It just, that's a possibility. If we're measuring this amount of time and applying it to this, because the head and shoulders, like the head and shoulders needs to play out. So shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, so there's your head and shoulders. And it comes down and it needs to reset. It needs to reset. So something needs to happen and then it takes off. So that's the reason why I think it's possible that we see some kind of a consolidation period here, even though I want it to consolidate by August 11th and start taking off. But it could be this period where it just does this and then finally takes off. After all, a lot of people are getting bullish on crypto, and the institutional money probably wants to capitalize on people's emotions and all sorts of stuff, and like people are going to be leveraged out and expecting it to go up. So like from here, if I were to take a leveraged position and get in big, like I could get out up here and then get back in at a higher low, or I could just stay in and just diamond eye the whole thing for like ever. So anyways, just my brief analysis of what may or may not happen with XRP, and paying attention to the money flow down here. We're just in the red. We're just in the red. Yeah, it's coming around, but I don't know. On the 6 hour, I don't know. So, not financial advice. I'm trying to be a more responsible, more like open-minded trader, and that way I can not lose all the time. And currently I'm up $5,000 in this trade. Wonderful. Now, if XRP went to 589, so that's 83,000 times 589. That's $48 bajillion, and I would have to calculate what profit I would get from that, but it would be in the bajillions. So that's the reason why I don't want to sell either. So anyways, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That was my brief analysis at 30 minutes. So I'm going to end it here. Love you guys. Mwah. See ya. Bye. Sorry if I was spirulina in my teeth. I've been having spirulina because I was hungry. Okay. Bye.